Think about your last big reveal, and you worked for 6 months. You agonized over the hardware, the lighting, and the floor plan. You finally get those professional photos back from your last renovation, right? And they are breathtaking. You post a carousel on Instagram, and you get 50 likes and maybe a few heart eyes from your friends, and then crickets. Yep, that's kind of common. And by tomorrow, that $2,000 photo shoot that you spent on the last renovation project that you did, it's going to be buried under a mountain of Instagram memes. Those 50 likes, they are not a measure of your success. They are actually a vanity metric. Doesn't mean anything. Sorry. Because did any of those 50 people actually drop their contact info into your leads list? Are they actually interested in having their kitchen renovated or their living room redone? Probably not. You're on a content treadmill and it never stops. Because of this, you're throwing your best work into a digital black hole. It's your marketing budget down the drain. But did you know that there is actually one platform where your work doesn't just live, it actually grows and compounds over time? In my opinion, I think it is the most underrated tool for interior decorators and renovation contractors, yet almost none of you are using it correctly. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about Pinterest. Before we dive into fixing your marketing black hole, let me introduce myself. I am Lisa Sabala, and I'm the founder of 8.8 Virtual Assistants and Avenue Funnels, where we leave lead capture engines for busy CEOs. I lead a team of specialists based in the Philippines. We are creatives, writers, social media managers, tech experts, you name it. In our team, we help busy business owners move from overwhelmed to operational excellence. And this is the Easy Breezy Boss Life podcast. Today, we are going to dive deep into why Pinterest is the visual gold mine that you've been ignoring. Now, the first thing that you have to understand is that Pinterest is not social media. It's not like Facebook or X. It's not like TikTok at all. In fact, it is, how do I put it? It's like Google with pictures. Because on Instagram, people scroll to be entertained. On Pinterest, people scroll to plan. On the Pinterest search bar, they are typing modern marble backsplash or small bathroom layouts. They are actually in the consideration phase of a $50,000 investment, and they are looking for a professional to show them the way. Unlike Instagram, where a post dies after 24 hours, a pin on Pinterest has a half-life of 3 months to a year, and a project you finished in 2023 could be sending you a high-end lead today because Pinterest is a search engine and it is not a feed. Pinterest is like the most visual platform there is, and it's being underused. So why are you an interior decorator or a renovation contractor? Why are you not using the most visual platform on earth to sell your services? That's where your warm leads are actually hanging out. Now let's walk through the Pinterest profit loop to fix your lead generation leak. It starts with what I call the visual bait. You take those professional photos and then turn them into tall pins. You add text overlays that actually solve a problem. Here's an example. You don't just say blue kitchen. It should say how we saved $10,000 on this cabinet remodel. This stops the scroll of a homeowner who is actually considering redoing their kitchen or their living room or their bedroom. That's a warm lead right there. After you put the visual bait, you then need to put the authority bridge. How do you do that? Well, you need to make the pin link to a dedicated blog post on your website. This will become your virtual consultation. On your blog, you can explain the why. You can talk about the specific tile choice, the layout challenge, the before and after. And by the time the homeowner who stumbled on your Pinterest pin, when they finish reading, you aren't just a designer, you are the expert, the one they go to for advice. Then comes the most important part, the ethical bribe. This is where you turn a viewer into a lead. So how do you do that? Well, at the end of the blog, you offer a lead magnet. A lead magnet is something like 5 mistakes DIYers make and how to avoid them, or the contractor's guide to stress-free renovation. So you can offer PDF guides like those in exchange for the person's email and contact information. So if they want to grab your free guide, they would give their name and their email in exchange for that PDF file. And suddenly they are in your CRM. They are in your world. They are now in your contact list. You are not chasing them. They came to you through Pinterest. I bet this is something that Instagram would never be able to do for you, even if you have hundreds of likes, 1,000 likes. And here is the sidebar tip for the tech savvy. When you pin on Pinterest, you need to use Rich Pins. It is a setting that syncs your website data to your Pinterest pins. It makes them look more professional and boosting your SEO. Also, remember that keywords are king. Don't just use titles like pretty tiles or dark wood cabinets. What you need to do is to use searchable titles like Contemporary Kitchen Design Ideas 2026 or whatever year you're posting your blog. But let's be real for a second. You are an interior decorator. You are the CEO of your company. And you should not be spending your Saturday night on Canva or writing SEO-optimized blogs, right? It's not your job. This is a classic task to delegate to a virtual assistant or a social media specialist. I am a firm believer of outsourcing myself. In fact, I would delegate my grocery shopping this week if I could, except I like personally choosing my fruit and cereal too much. Anyway, I swear by task delegation. If you delegate like a boss, you can live an easy breezy boss life. So I say this with full conviction that if you want to execute a full-on Pinterest posting plan to gain new leads, warm leads for your interior design firm or your renovation business, you can hire someone remotely or find a freelancer on a limited contract. Many virtual assistants actually offer specific Pinterest curation packages, and they take your raw photos, they write the captions, they design the graphics, and they manage the back-end lead capture as well. You provide the genius, then your virtual assistant can provide the execution. When you do this, when you delegate like a boss, I want you to imagine the relief of knowing that your marketing is always on. Imagine waking up to an email from a potential client who found a project you did 3 years ago on Pinterest, someone who read your blog, someone who downloaded your free guide, and they are now ready for a consultation. I don't think you can have a warmer lead than that. Because you see, in the line of business for interior design, or if someone needs renovation services, the clients make decisions based on visuals. It's based on visuals. And by using Pinterest, you are meeting them exactly where they are already looking for inspiration. The lead leak in your business, it isn't a lack of talent. It's just a lack of a system that keeps your work visible. So when you delegate the execution of this marketing loop to a specialist or your virtual assistant, you finally get to step back and live the easy breezy boss life you've been working for. You have the work. I bet you have done thousands of renovations. So you probably have thousands of before and after photos. They're just sitting on your computer. They're not really doing you any good, but those are actually marketing gold. Those are marketing gold assets that you could use. You already have the work proof. Now you need to give it the engine it deserves. So let them sit on Pinterest and let the leads come to you. Just in case you're wondering, if you need a virtual assistant team to handle your operations and help you execute strategies just like this, try checking out 8.8 Virtual Assistant Team. That's 8.8.net. And if you need maybe smart leads with zero cold calls, Avenue Funnels is the engine that finds your next high-end client while you sleep. And if you ever want to live an easy breezy boss life, you should watch this next video right here. I'm Lisa Sabala. I will see you in the next one.